to the crochet crowd here in Nova Scotia, Canada, and it is week number 4, video number 4 for the study of complicated or the flower bouquet blanket. So what we're going to be doing today is that we're going to go through rounds number 4 all the way to 13. You'll see that there's a crochet diagram that's available to you in the download, and that's something that you can purchase if you would like to do so. So what we have today is that you are going to be able to just go through this section. Now, because I'm getting bigger on the blanket, I don't need to go all the way around this thing. So what I do for tutorial purposes is that I just do a little section and show you how it's building out and how to keep counts and all of that jazz. And you'll see that more information on the crochet diagram as well. So without further ado, we're going to get ourselves started with round number 4. So let's begin round number 4 using the color grapey E. So what we want to do is that we want to go in the space, so you see how they're grouped together. You want to go into the space between the two groups. Any space will do. Put it onto the hook with the slip knot and yarning over, pulling it through, and chain 1. And I want you to double crochet into that same spot. I then want you to come into the point of this next section right here, and you're going to place in 4 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then double crochet into the next space between the two groups. And that's going to be your repeat all the way around. So come into the next point and place in your 4 double crochets. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then go into the space between the two groups and double crochet. Please do this all the way around for round number 4. When you come all the way back around, you got your 4 into the point, 4 double crochet, just slip stitch to the first double crochet. And you will notice that the color is off. That's okay, just let it go. And try not to sweat the small stuff like that. And we're going to get ready with the color D as we move on to the 5th round next. Let's begin with the color D as we move on to the 5th round. Put it onto the hook with the slip knot. And I want you to come in and do a standing single crochet. And when we do that, you're going to go in between the posts. See the 4 together? Go right in between. Not into a stitch, but right in between. And you're going to do a standing single crochet. So just go in, yarning over, pulling it through. You got the 2 loops, pull through the 2. Okay, that'll look better. Now, you're going to chain 2, and around this double crochet post, you are going to do a front post, 2 together double crochet. So how you do that is that you wrap the hook first, going behind. So it's going to be a front post double crochet. So go in behind the stitch, pull through 2 and hold, and then wrap the hook again and go behind the same stitch, pull through 2. You should have 3 loops on the hook before you yarn over it and pull through everything. And what this is doing is it's giving a thicker spoke. So to move forward, chain 2. And see the next group of 4, just go in between the 2nd and the 3rd one. That holds it stable. Chain 2, and then a front post 2 together, double crochet around this post. So wrap the hook into around the post from the back, or like from the front to the back. Pull through 2, yarn over it and into the same one, pull through 2, and pull through all 3. So to keep on going, chain 2, come in between the 2, the 2nd and the 3rd, in between the 2 posts right in the center, chain 2, and then a front post 2 together, double crochet. It could also be referred to as a cluster for those that like to be really technical. So there you go, so chain 2, and you're going to do that same idea all the way around for round number 5. I'll see you at the end of the round. Coming up around, I got my 2 front post double crochet around the same one. This is that chain 1 and the first double crochet that we started with in the last round. And you're just going to slip stitch to the first standing single crochet. This is the end of this color, and in round number 6, we're going to go with the color B, as in boy, and I'll be right back in a moment. Round number 6 with the color B as in boy. So this round here, I left a note on the pattern itself is that the tip that the next round will get is that this is what's going to create the 21 chevrons that create the petals at the very end. It's this round that is done like that. You may not need to know that, but what this means is that the counts are not consistent all the way. They're consistent in the sense of a set, but it's not like 1 and 2, 1 and 2 like that. So what we have to do is we have to space it out so that this thing does not buckle any more than it may. So what we need to do is right in the very beginning one, we're going to start right here, and we are going to do then the very next space. So this is where we started. So the next space, just do a standing single crochet. You could also just attach chain 1 and just a single crochet in there. And there's going to be a total of 3 single crochets total. This 3 single crochet matters a lot, and I'll explain as we go. So jumping to the next front post double crochet, we're going to put 1 in there. And now to see these spaces, each one of these 2 are going to have 2 single crochets in it only. Okay. So 1 and 2. 2 is in there, and then you just jump over this one right here and come into the next one and put 2. Like that. So now you are going to then put 1 single crochet into the front post double crochet there. And then the next 2 in a row will each be 2 single crochet. Just like that. 1 single crochet into the next front post. And then what we have here is 2 single crochets into the next. So this will end the repeat for that going around. So you have 1 that has 3, and then you're only using the front post double crochet for your stitches. You're ignoring the single crochets that are holding stitches together. So then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 spaces that are all 2 single crochet. Hopefully that makes sense for you. So then what we have to do is we have to start the repeat all over again. So I'm just ripping out because I haven't gone enough around to show you the repeat. So the very next one, okay, is just going to be 3 single crochet in it. So if it's a front post double crochet, just apply 1 single crochet into it, and then the spaces are each going to have 2. Just ignore the single crochet that's holding the stitch in place. And how many of those spaces do we need to create? It's a total of 5. So if it's a front post double crochet, put 1 into that. And so this is 2 of 5. So then you're going to do the next 2 of 2 single crochet. Okay, 1 into the front post double crochet. So you have now 1, 2, 3, and 4 spaces. This is your 5th one of the 2 single crochet only. So then you're going to restart then again with 3 single crochet into the next one and continue with that, with what you see there. And you'll see that on the crochet diagram as well. Please continue this around for number 6. So coming around, the last one should have 2 single crochets into it. You just skip that single crochet that's holding stitches in place, and then just join with a slip stitch. Do not fasten off this color. We're going to keep it going for round number 7. Round number 7, chain 3. That counts as the first double crochet that is sitting in the first stitch. So just move to the next one and just apply 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Nice and simple, and I'll be right back in a moment. Coming all the way back around and just slip stitch to the top of the first chain 3. Get rid of this color. We're moving on to the color C. In my case, that will be white next. Round number 8 with the color C. When you slip stitch it, you're going to go around the back post of this chain to attach. So come from the back. So with it already on the hook, attach to the back side. And this will keep it in the right orientation. You're then going to chain 3, which will count as a double crochet, and the very next stitch will be a front post double crochet. So wrap into the front side, back out, and then the next one's back. So wrap coming from the back, take it to the back, pull through 2 and 2. So it's just those 2 stitches. So the next one is front and the next one's back. Okay, and that was, so we do a really lovely texture here on the blanket. Do this all the way around. I'll be right back in a moment. So I'm coming all the way back around, and the last one should be a front post double crochet, and then you're just going to slip stitch to the top of the first chain 3. Here we're going to get rid of this color, moving on to round number 9 with the color A. In my case it'll be gray. I'll be right back. Round number 9 with the color A. So I want you to attach with a standing single crochet to any stitch that is a front post double crochet. So this was a back post when we did that chain that came up on the back side, so we want the very next one or the one behind it. And you're going to do a standing single crochet into that stitch. So with it already on the hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through 2, standing single crochet. I need you now to chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3, and skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet into the next. Nice easy round. Chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3, and single crochet in the next. You'll notice is that you're always going to be, when you come in and skip 3, it'll always be on the front post double crochet. So chain 3, skip 3, so 1, 2, 3, and single to the next. I need you to do this around for round number 9. Coming back around, you're just going to chain 3, and you skip the final 3, and then slip stitch to the beginning standing single crochet. Moving on to round number 10, we're going to get rid of this color and go on with the color E, which is going to be that bitty stripe once again. I'll be right back. Round number 10, you're going to begin, and you are going to go into any one of the chain 3 spaces. Okay, it doesn't matter which one you go into. You can either do a standing single crochet or just attach and chain 1 and single crochet in there. So you're going to have 3 single crochet into this first one altogether. So that was 1, 2, and 3. Into your next space that you'll have, you're going to do some shell work. So it'll be 3 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, and 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet in again. So 1, 2, and 3. So your next space right here is going to be 3 single crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then the next space is the shell work. So 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and 3 double crochet in. And I need you to do this all the way around for round number 10, and I'll be right back in a moment. Coming back around, the last one before the beginning is that shell work. Okay, so 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, and then just join it to the beginning single crochet that you started with. So get rid of this color. We're moving on to the color D. In my case, that'll be lavender next. Let's begin round number 11 with the color D. And you want to start on a point. So it's a chain 1. And what we have here is that you see that there's chain 1s here. So just choose any one of those. And you were going to do a standing single crochet. And then chain 2. And then a single crochet into the same point. Now you're going to reach over and you're going to go to the middle single crochet of the group. Okay, so you're skipping the first one, go to the second, and then just put in 5 double crochets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now reach over to the next chain 1 space in the next point, put in a single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. So what this is doing is filling in spaces. So then come into the next one right here, the grouping of 3, it's the middle one, and you're going to put in 5 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then come into the middle one right here, the chain 1, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. And then you do this all the way around for round number 11, and I'll be right back. Finishing up round number 11, after you get your 5 in here, you're just going to reach over and do a slip stitch to the beginning, standing single crochet. Let's get rid of this color. We're going to move on to the color B, and we're going to do what is called the split leg stitch with a lot of Journey members had questions about that, and I'll show you how that's done next. So let's begin and put on a slip knot to your hook, and I need you to go into any chain 2 space that if there's a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, just go right into the space and apply a standing single crochet. Chain 2 and single crochet into the same spot. Now, before you can do the standing leg stitch, you have to chain 2. And what this standing leg stitch is that you're going to use the space right under here and the space after it, and it's essentially a 4 together double crochet. So how we do this is that we go right into the space, so wrap the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and hold. And do that same space again, so wrap and in, pull through 2, and hold. You're not done. I want you to come into the space on the other side of this group, yarn over and in, pull through 2, and hold. Yarn over and in, pull through 2, and hold. You should see 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5, and that's a standing leg stitch right here. So it's grabbing it from both sides. Okay, and I wanted 2 in there for each side to thicken it up. So to move forward, we have to chain 2 and then come into the next chain 2 space right here. So you're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Okay, so let's repeat this. So chain 2 to begin, standing leg stitch into the space before this group of 5 and after. So yarning over and into the space before, pull through 2, and hold. Do it again. So yarn over, same space, pull through 2, and hold. Do the space afterwards. So yarn over and in, pull through 2, and hold, and yarn over and in, pull through 2, and hold. You see the 5 loops, it means you're done. So yarning over, pulling through everything, chain 2 to move forward, and then you have your chain 2 space. So it's a single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Please do this all the way around. This round is going to be really quite stunning, and I'll be right back in a moment. Coming all the way around, after you get the split leg stitch done, you're just going to chain 2 and then just attach it with the slip stitch to the beginning, standing single crochet. Okay, and this is the end of this color. We're going to move on to the color E as we move on to round number 13 next. And finally for today, round number 13, start off with a standing single crochet, and you want to go into a chain 2 space that is in between a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, so right there. And you are going to do a standing single crochet there and apply 3 more single crochets into that space. The easiest way to remember this round is every space gets 3 single crochets. However, when you have to, going over top of the split legs from before, we have to add something there. So the next space, as I promised, is going to have 3 single crochets. So we have 1, 2, 3, and you're not done with that space yet. You're going to do a small split leg stitch. So you're just going to you're just going to go into the same space before the split legs, yarning over, pulling it through, and go into the space after the split legs, yarning over, pulling it through. And you were just going to pull through the 3 loops. That's a two together single crochet. So this space still needs to have 3 single crochet in it. That's by itself. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So this next space right here, 3 single crochets. So we have 1, 2, and 3. See, the split legs are right here, so we just keep on putting 3s into these chain 2 spaces until you get to the one right before it. So this has 3 already in it, and you're going to do 2 together single crochet with the space beforehand. So yarning over, pulling it through, space afterward, yarning over, pulling through, pull through all 3, and still continue to put 3 single crochet into the space after that. So 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to do this all the way around. Okay, and I'll see you at the end of the round in a moment. When you get all the way around, you've got everything done. Slip stitch to the beginning. This is the end of this color, and we'll see you in the next video as we continue our journey of making the Study of Complicated or the flower bouquet blanket. I'll be back in that video